Thank God my suntan doesn't show up on camera. That would have been slightly embarrassing. So hey guys, and welcome to another video, and this is going to be my Bout of Books wrap-up. Now, I wasn't actually going to participate in the Bout of Books readathon because I was going to be working a lot last week, and I didn't actually think that I would have much time to read at all. But somehow I actually managed to read 4.5 books. I mean, who needs sleep? Right? I'll sleep when I'm dead and all that, which, if I have my way, will never happen anyway, but I digress. On to the Bout of Books wrap-up. So the first book that I read at the very start of the week was And When She Was Good by Laura Lippman. This is sort of a crime thriller, and it's all about brothels and prostitutes. This book follows the main character of Helen from when she is a very young girl, and she sort of shows you her tragic life as she eventually gets into prostitution. When she is a prostitute, she is sort of deemed her pimp's favourite, I guess, and he teaches her the ways of the business, which leads her to become a madam herself. Overall, I thought this was quite a nifty little thriller. At points it did feel like the book was telling me how to start my own brothel and how to get away with it, but it was at the same time super interesting. Overall though, I did enjoy it and I gave it 3 stars because it was more of a fun, easy read instead of anything deep, but I did pick up another book from the author. I think it was What the Dead Know. So I did like it, and I would recommend it if you are interested in brothels or prostitutes. The next book that I read for the wrap-up was Bloodlines by Rochelle Mead, and this is obviously the spin-off to the Vampire Academy series. The spin-off follows Sydney, who was sort of a side character in the last few books of the Vampire Academy series, and overall I wasn't expecting to enjoy this. Sydney was always kind of a side character, and she wasn't the most interesting, I guess, but I found when she got her own book, she suddenly became a lot more interesting. And I think that is a testament to Rochelle Mead's writing. She's always very fun and addictive, and I can't wait to pick up the next few books in this series. I think I will devour them as quickly as I did Vampire Academy. Just like Vampire Academy as well, this is one where I actually didn't mind the love interest. In actual fact, I kind of really enjoyed it. So yes, I should probably get to the sequel of this very soon. The next book I read was Vicious by V.E. Schwab, and this is the writer of The Archived, and this is a book about superheroes. Before picking this up, I was sort of reminded of Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson, but even though they both focus on superheroes and evil superheroes, these two are very different books. I found Steelheart to be sort of an adventure action book, whereas this is much more of an intimate and low-key superhero book. Overall, I really enjoyed this. This was very well thought out. It was a simple story. The way it was laid out was really well done. The characters really sparked, and I don't think I really hated anyone. Even the villains I found super interesting. I haven't yet read The Archived, but after reading this I am really excited to. I would definitely recommend this one. It was probably one of the easiest 5 stars I have ever given. The next book I read was a reread for me, and that was Proxy by Alex London. Now I decided to reread this because the sequel Guardian comes out on May 29th. Proxy is sort of a science fiction retelling of The Whipping Boy, in where a rich person can buy a poor person to take punishment for the crimes they commit, and they get off sort of scot-free. Overall, I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was a very interesting world. One of the 2 main characters is actually gay, and I thought that was super interesting for diversity in YA, not only in contemporary but in dystopian. The world that this book takes place in is very bleak, but I really appreciated that one of the characters had a touch of humour and was able to sort of perk up the story. As I said, the sequel for this comes out on the 29th of May, and I gave this one 5 stars, so I am really looking forward to it. The last book I sort of read, I didn't actually finish it. I've got about 100 pages to go, and that is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Now, this is my first John Green book. I haven't read anything by him in the past, and I have to say, while I'm enjoying this, I think this is a case of where expectations and hype have sort of overridden it for me. I'm enjoying it, but I'm just really not understanding the hype so far. I know I still have the sad part to get to, find out whether or not I am dead inside. I do enjoy the touches of humour and the characterization quite a bit, but I also find them not to be realistic teenagers. They are very far wise beyond their words. They don't really speak like teenagers do. And can we also talk about this complete dick of an author who receives an email from a dying girl asking for him to explain what happens at the end of his story, and he says, no, I can't relay that information to you via email. You'll have to fly halfway across the world and use your dying wish to find out. I mean, what an ass. I mean, seriously. But yes, I have 100 pages to go, So far, this is hovering between a 3 or 4 stars. I am enjoying it, like I said, but it is just a case of too much hype. So yes, that is the end of my Bout of Books wrap-up. If you have followed me on Instagram or Twitter during the week, none of those books would have been a surprise to you. But that is going to be all from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a giant thumbs up, and I shall see you soon with another one. Goodbye!